Okay. Ready? Welcome to Factory TV at the StartupCon 2016 today. I'm very pleased now to talk to Bob Frankston. Welcome back, Frankston. Thank you for being here. Mr. Frankston, how do you like the StartupCon so far?
I'm enjoying it.
Yes?
Meeting interesting people, looking at all the new companies.
What have you done so far today?
Well, given my talk and wandered around. I just came in, I flew in this morning, so I'm taking it easy.
Wow, okay. So you had your talk this morning, or
Yes,
this afternoon. You talked about yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Could you tell our audience what this was about?
Well, I spoke about my experience, over, again, I've been basically using personal computers for about 50 years, like this year. And that experience, I think about it sort of from the origins. A lot of people look at it now, they accept, okay, they got to accept the givens. And I started out before these were givens and recognized that they're alternatives. That one of the particular point I made is we still think of the ability to communicate, which is so fundamental to the internet and all these innovations, as expensive, when it's really shouldn't cost anything at all. That we make infrastructure like sidewalks, which are very expensive, freely available, yet the ability to communicate, which is behind all these products, is still treated as scarce and expensive and might stop working if you don't pay a bill or anybody along the path, has a problem. So that's one example of the kind of resources we need to make available. And we also need to think more generally about, there's a whole new world of software. A lot of the companies now are using all these new technologies to sort of do the old business. And we really have to start rethinking things first principles, what resources we make available. Like one reason we have smart cities is we think it's so expensive because in the old days you had to build everything into the city, you had to plan ahead. But with software, we don't have to. So we have GPS information available freely. We're starting to make train schedules available. By making information available, that gives entrepreneurs and individuals, if we make it simple, you can do things that are useful without it having to be a business. That's much more transformational than building a city that has to only work one way, that you have to plan 20 years ahead. So we're going through this revolution in basically more agile innovation where you can try out ideas, you can experiment without having to sort of make a 10-year plan.
Yes. So you've been in business angel for quite a long time now. Is there any interesting startup here that you would invest in?
I haven't really looked at, in detail at this point. I think, I look at it more, for the enthusiasm, the interest.
Yes. Would you, in general, be interested in European startups?
I have nothing against. The problem for me, though, is it's hard. Distance is a factor. And when I was doing angel investment, I did it with a group, so other people could do a lot of due diligence. Because I like to hack and build things more.
Okay. And what do you think is the greatness about founding nowadays?
Well, it's always. I think it's not so much founding as doing interesting things, innovating and doing things. Sometimes it's founding a business. Sometimes it's doing projects which can become a business. And in a sense, it's the ideas that become a business that excite me a lot more, because there you're free to really experiment and think more broadly. Whereas when you're doing a business, you find yourself being more conservative and more risk averse.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the interview.
You're welcome.
I wish you a great day here at StartupCon.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy this.